Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Annabella. Today is Sunday and that means coffee klatch. Do you know who's on there? That's Marguerite Duras. A friend of mine made a painting and then of course a cup. She has a little indie bookstore in Sint-Truiden which is called Nabokov. And she has impeccable taste. You can't find any popular fiction there, only the things that I really enjoy. And yeah, I went a little overboard because I had a lot of vouchers and stuff. People gifted me a lot of vouchers to buy books. And I had a really good time yesterday. So yeah. Let me see. Of course, everything is in Dutch. She has only Dutch translations, but I'll help you through it. So one of the first books that I bought was by Tarjei Vesaas. He is a Norwegian author, and I believe Sjon from Travel Through Stories has talked about him a couple of times, and this is The Seed. It was written in 1940. And it's about a small island in the Norwegian coast. And there's a pig farm there. And one of the pigs is giving birth to piglets. And the mama pig is going crazy. At the same time, there's a man arriving there who is also a bit crazy. And people believe that he is the reason why the pig attacks her little piglets. And there's a sort of mob. And after a while, they realize that they went way too far and they are looking for redemption. But they are not sure that they will get it. That's what the book is about. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading that. And then I have also bought a new translation of the very first novel that José Saramago has written. He is the Portuguese Nobel Prize winner. He wrote, amongst others, Blindness and Seeing. And this is The Widow. It was his debut. I'm really looking for. I've read so many books of Saramago, so I'm really looking forward to reading this. Then I also bought a lot. Alba de Céspedes, who was, I believe, where is she from? Alba de Céspedes. Rome. Alba de Céspedes, these are the Forbidden Notebooks. And she was a member of the resistance during the Second World War. And these are her accounts during that very difficult period. Hence the title, The Forbidden Notebooks. So I'm really looking forward to reading that. And then I really wanted to read Les Misérables. And I saw on my second-hand app a book, Les Misérables, by Victor Hugo. And yeah, I bought it, this one. But then I received it and it was only this big. And I know the original Les Misérables is at least 1,200 pages. And yeah, so this is a shortened version, and apparently in Dutch it's only the shortened version you could receive. But then I arrived at my friend's bookshop and she has this one, Les Misérables, the new translation, and this is more like it. This is the complete translation. How many pages? 1,400. Heavily annotated, and I'm really looking forward to reading this. This is a new version of Les Misérables in Dutch, and apparently it's the first that is a complete translation of Les Misérables in Dutch. Then I bought Maiden Trip, I believe, yeah, by Denton Welch. Denton Welch lived only a very short time, I believe. Yeah, 1915 till 1948. And he was born in Shanghai. And when he was like 18 or something like that, he was a victim of a road accident, and a couple of years later he died from it. So this is written between his accident and between he passed away. I'm really, really looking forward to this. If it's very good, I will make a deep dive of it and a single review of it. I'm really looking forward to this. Yeah. And then I also bought Beer in the Snookerclub by Waguih Ghali. I hope I'm right. And this is also a book that takes place in Egypt during the 50s. And it's apparently a very good description, let's call it like that, of life in Egypt in the 50s. I'm totally obsessed by this book. I think it's a cool cover beer at the snooker club. It's one of the best novels about life in Egypt ever written, apparently. Then, of course, everybody who goes to Paris goes to Shakespeare and Company, the very well-known book shop in Paris that exists there since, 100 years? And there's a book about it, by a book about Sylvia Beach and the Shakespeare and Company, and it's called Bookseller in Paris by Kerri Maher, and that's it. So it's a biography of her. So yeah, what's not to like? And then a little gem. It's very short. It's very indie. It's this. It's called Two Loves, and it are the poems and letters written by Oscar Wilde to Lord Alfred Douglas, his longtime lover. And yeah, what's not to like, you know? I also bought a new Olga Tokarchuk. I don't know yet English translation. I will look it up for you. So it's a collection of essays, and yeah, I love Olga Tokarchuk. Then I also have, it's a lot. I also have the last, I think, book of Hilary Mantel. The original title, no, it was written in 2005. It's called Beyond Black. This is it. What's it about? Alison Hart, who is a psychic, and she is doing a tour with her assistant Colette, and sleeping towns around London. What I also have is a book by Sjon. This is in English. Somebody sent it to me. There was no name mentioned, so please, next time if you send me something, please mention your name. It's called Moonstone, The Boy Who Never Was, by Sjon. And he is the winner of the Icelandic Literary Prize. In October 1918, the Katla volcano erupts, coloring the skies over Reykjavik night and day. Yet life in the small capital carries on as usual, with the Great War grinding distantly on. Then the Spanish flu comes ashore, killing hundreds and driving thousands to their sickbeds. The streets empty, the cinemas close, and for 16-year-old Manny Stein, a film fanatic and dreamer who hovers on the fringes of society, everything changes. I have been reading Indelicacy by Amina Cain. I really enjoyed this book, although it's difficult to like the protagonist. It's about a woman, Victoria, who is a cleaning lady in a museum. And she always dreams, while she's cleaning there, she always dreams of being a writer and writing about the paintings she sees on the walls. And then she meets a man in the museum and they fall in love, or, well, he invites her and they marry, and then she realizes that in a way she's in the same trap. But actually, she's the type of person who likes the idea of being a writer, but isn't really a writer. She likes the idea of being creative, but she really isn't. So yeah, there's so many people like that. And yeah, this is a very detached novel, but also very beautiful, beautifully written, sharp, precise, cutting-edge prose, and I really, really, really enjoyed it. Although I didn't like the protagonist one bit, not at all. And but for me that's not necessary, and that's why I like this book so much. It's so beautifully written, so well written, very well done, beautiful. And yeah, and then I also read the 1770s book by Xavier de Maistre, A Journey Around My Room, with a foreword of Alain de Botton. And did I like it? Yeah, very much so, but it isn't exactly a journey around his room. It is more a journey around his head. What's in his head. And although very interesting, funny at times. So this is written by a man who was in the military in 1770-ish, and he was punished because he did a duel that went wrong, and he had to stay 42 days in his room. And this is what he wrote during that time. It is interesting, it is lovely to read, but it isn't really a journey around his room. I didn't feel very touristy in his room, so yeah. But it was fun nevertheless. So yeah, that's it. I'm still reading Dangerous Liaisons, still enjoying it. I will finish it this week. And then I'm looking forward to the new book that we are reading, and that's The Discomfort of Quiet by Pessoa, together with Brandon. And yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to that together with Micah Cummins. And yeah, that's about it. This was a very messy Sunday coffee clutch. But hey, I have a good excuse. I went to another friend today. You could see the video afterwards. Bye bye.
Dat is een hele grote plaat van 1 op 2 meter, 88.000 euro. Dat is veel geld voor een stukje ijzer, maar